Hello and welcome to the English Cat Podcast. This is the podcast for intermediate learners who want to improve their English skills. I'm your host, Emily. Today we have a very special episode. The topic is something that everyone can do, but maybe you don't know how to start. The topic is speak English at home. We know it's important to go to class, to read books, and to use apps. But what about the time you spend in your own house? That time is a big opportunity. To talk about this, I have a special guest with me today. He is an English teacher and a language learning expert. Welcome to the podcast, Mark.
Hi, Emily. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you. Now, Mark, I know you travel a lot and you speak a few different languages. This topic, practicing at home, must be important for you.
Oh, absolutely. It's maybe the most important thing. I always tell my students, your classroom is where you learn the rules, but your home is where you play the game. It's where you make the language yours.
I love that idea. Play the game. That sets the tone perfectly. Today, we want to give our listeners real, practical advice. No difficult theory, just simple things you can do every day at home.
That's the best way. Small, simple, everyday actions. I'm excited to share some ideas.
So let's start with the big question. Why is it so important to practice at home? Some students might think, I go to my English class twice a week. Isn't that enough?
That's a great question. And the simple answer is no. It's not enough. Think about it like learning to play the guitar. If you only play the guitar when your teacher is watching, you will improve very, very slowly.
That's true. You need to practice the chords and the songs by yourself when you are relaxed.
Exactly. Your home is a safe space. This is the first big benefit. When you're at home, you are not worried about making mistakes in front of 20 other students. There is no pressure. You can talk to yourself, you can make mistakes, you can sound strange, and it doesn't matter.
I remember when I was learning Spanish, I was so shy. I never wanted to speak in class, but at home, I would read my textbook out loud. It helped my confidence so much.
That is the perfect example. That's the second benefit, confidence. When you practice speaking in a low-pressure, safe place, you build confidence. You get used to the sound of your own voice speaking English. So when you are in a real conversation, at work or traveling, you are not so scared.
You're already comfortable with the sounds.
Yes, and the third benefit is consistency. You cannot go to an English class every day, but you are at home every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes of speaking English at home every day is better than a 2-hour class once a week. Language learning is all about daily habits.
But what about motivation? I think some listeners will say, Mark, I get home, I'm tired, I don't want to study, I just want to watch TV.
I understand that completely. The secret is don't study. That's the key. Don't sit down at your desk with a grammar book. That feels like work. The goal is to bring English into your daily life. Make it natural.
So instead of adding a new study time, you want us to change the things we already do.
Precisely. Change the language of your life. When you are cooking, you are already cooking. Just add English to it. When you are watching TV, just watch it in English. You're not adding more work, you are just changing the language of the activity. That is how you stay motivated.
That's the perfect introduction to our next part. Let's talk about those specific, everyday situations. Okay, Mark, this is the main part of our episode. We want to give our listeners a list of when and how they can speak English at home. Let's start at the beginning of the day. What about the morning routine?
The morning routine is perfect. It's usually the same every day, so it's a great time to practice. My tip is to narrate your life. Be the star of your own movie.
What do you mean, narrate your life?
I mean, talk to yourself out loud. Describe what you're doing. It sounds silly, but it works. For example, when you wake up, you can say, the alarm is ringing. Time to get up. Okay, I'm getting out of bed. It's 7 a.m. First, I need to brush my teeth. Where's my toothbrush? Oh, here it is. Now I need to take a shower.
So you are just speaking your actions.
Yes, you are practicing basic verbs, prepositions, and vocabulary for everyday items. You can also do this in front of the mirror. You can ask yourself questions. What should I wear today? Should I wear the blue shirt or the white one? I think the blue shirt looks better.
That's a great tip, and you practice should and comparatives like better. Okay, so after the morning routine, maybe we go to the kitchen for cooking and kitchen activities.
The kitchen is possibly the best room in the house for English practice. It is full of vocabulary.
Food, containers, actions.
Everything. My tip here is to read your recipes in English. Even if you know the recipe, find an English version online. As you cook, read the instructions out loud.
First, chop the onions, then heat the oil in a pan.
Exactly. You are learning all those cooking verbs. Chop, slice, fry, boil, mix, pour. You can also talk to your family members if they are there. A great tip is to use sticky notes. Write the English word on a sticky note and put it on the object. Refrigerator, microwave, kettle, spatula. You will learn the words very fast.
That's a classic tip for a reason. It really works. This leads to our next point, talking to family members. What if your family doesn't speak English?
That's a common problem. If your family does speak some English, maybe your partner or your children are also learning, you can make a fun rule. For example, at breakfast, we only speak English. Or for the first 10 minutes of dinner, it's English only.
That sounds fun. It makes it a game.
It does. And be patient with each other. But if your family does not speak English, you go back to the first idea, narrating and talking to yourself. Or you can talk to your pets.
I do this. I talk to my cat all the time.
Of course, my dog understands a lot of English commands. Sit, stay. Do you want to go for a walk? Are you hungry? Your pet is the perfect listener. They never judge you, they never correct your grammar, and they are always happy to hear your voice.
Okay, so I am not crazy. This is real English practice.
It's 100% real practice. It's fluency practice. You are producing language without fear.
Okay, what about after dinner? Many people relax and watch English content. This is a common tip, but is there a good way to do it?
Yes, there is a difference between passive watching and active watching. Passive watching is when you are on the sofa, you're tired, you put on a movie in English, but you use the subtitles in your own language.
I think many of our listeners do that.
And it's okay. It's better than nothing. You get used to the sounds, but it's not practice. Active watching is when you use English subtitles. This is so important. At the B1 level, you should use English subtitles, not subtitles in your own language.
Why?
Because it connects the sound you hear with the word you see. You see the spelling, you see the grammar. If you hear a phrase you like, you pause the movie, you write it down, and then, this is the special tip, you say it.
You say the line?
Yes, this is called shadowing. You try to copy the actor. You copy the pronunciation, the intonation, the emotion. To be or not to be, that is the question.
Maybe start with something easier, like, I'll have what she's having.
Perfect. It's fun and it's amazing for your pronunciation and fluency.
This is all about speaking. But what about what happens inside our heads? You have a tip about thinking in English. This sounds very difficult.
It is difficult, but it is the most important skill for fluency. Most B1 students have a problem. They think in their first language, then they translate into English in their head, and then they speak. This process is very slow.
And it causes a lot of mistakes with grammar and prepositions.
Exactly. The goal is to think directly in English. You have to start small. Don't try to think about politics or philosophy. Start with simple thoughts. When you are at home, just think, I am thirsty. I want a glass of water. Or, ooh, it's cold today. I need a jacket.
So you replace your internal monologue, the little voice in your head, with English.
Yes, start for 1 minute a day, then 5 minutes. When you are washing the dishes, try to only think in English. It's a mental exercise. At first, your brain will hurt, but it gets easier. And this is the real bridge to fluency.
I love that. Okay, two more quick ones. What about writing notes or reminders?
This is so simple and so effective. Your daily to-do list, your shopping list, write it in English.
Instead of buy milk, you write,
Buy milk, eggs, bread, and toothpaste. Or your to-do list. 1. Finish report. 2. Call my mother. 3. Go to the gym. You are practicing real, everyday vocabulary. Put a sticky note on your computer monitor. Don't forget to email David. It keeps English in front of your eyes all day.
That's a great idea. And finally, practicing English while cleaning.
This is my favorite. Nobody likes cleaning. It's boring. So make it productive. This is another great time to narrate. Okay, the living room is a mess. I need to tidy up. First, I will dust the shelves. Then, I will vacuum the carpet. I hate vacuuming. After that, I will mop the kitchen floor.
You are practicing all those wonderful phrasal verbs like tidy up.
Yes, wipe down the counter, take out the rubbish, put away the clothes. These are words you need for daily life, and you can practice them while you are actually doing the action. It connects the word to the action in your brain.
I love that. Okay, Mark, in this part, we want to give our listeners some plug-and-play language. These are 20 useful sentences they can start using at home today. I will read the sentence, and maybe you can give a quick explanation of how or when to use it.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Number 1, I need to get ready for the day.
Perfect for the morning. Getting ready means washing, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, all of it.
Number 2, can you help me with the dishes?
A great, polite way to ask for help in the kitchen. You can replace the dishes with anything. Help me with the laundry. Help me with my homework.
Number 3, let me write this down.
Use this when someone gives you information, like on the phone, and you need to get a pen. It shows you are listening.
Number 4, I'm trying to improve my English little by little.
A great sentence to explain your learning process. Little by little means slowly, step by step.
Number 5, let's watch something in English tonight.
A simple way to suggest an activity to your partner or family. Let's is for making suggestions.
Number 6, what should I wear today?
You can say this to yourself in the mirror. It's great practice for the modal verb should.
Number 7, I'm going to make some coffee.
Use going to for a future plan you just decided. You are narrating your actions. You can say, I'm going to make some tea, or I'm going to make lunch.
Number 8, what's for breakfast?
A very natural question for your family. You can also ask, what's for dinner?
Number 9, could you pass me the remote control?
Could you is more polite than can you. Use it when you are on the sofa and you need the remote.
Number 10, I need to take out the rubbish.
This is a very common phrasal verb for a daily chore. The rubbish in British English, or the trash in American English, is the bag of garbage in your kitchen.
Number 11, I'm running a bit late.
Running late is a fantastic, natural phrase. It means you are behind schedule. You can say this in the morning. Oh no, I'm running late.
Number 12, what's on your mind?
This is a very warm, kind question to ask a family member who looks worried or quiet. It means, what are you thinking about?
Number 13, I'm just browsing.
You can use this when you are looking at things on Netflix or YouTube. If someone asks, what are you doing? You can say, I'm just browsing.
Number 14, I'll add it to the shopping list.
You say this when you notice you are out of milk or eggs. I will, shows a quick decision.
Number 15, it's time to tidy up.
This is a great phrase for cleaning. Tidy up means to make a place clean and organized.
Number 16, I need to do the laundry.
Another common chore. Do the laundry means to wash your clothes.
Number 17, how was your day?
Maybe the most important question you can ask your family in the evening. It opens a conversation.
Number 18. I'm feeling a bit tired.
A simple, clear way to express your feelings. You can say, I'm feeling a bit happy, a bit stressed, a bit sick.
Number 19. That's a good point.
Use this in a conversation or when watching a video. It means that's a good idea or opinion.
And number 20. Let's plan our weekend.
A great conversation starter for Friday or Saturday. It's a positive way to practice future tenses and make suggestions.
Mark, that was incredibly useful. We've talked about why to practice at home for confidence and consistency, and we've covered how to practice in the kitchen, in the morning, while cleaning, and even by talking to your cat. The main idea I learned today is to integrate English, not just add it.
That's the perfect summary, Emily. It's not about more time. It's about changing the language of the time you already have.
Before we go, do you have one final tip for our B1 listeners who want to start speaking English at home?
Yes, my final tip is be kind to yourself. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will feel silly when you talk to your cat. It's okay. All of that is part of the process. Don't be a perfect student, just be a person who uses English a little bit every day. That's how you win.
Be a person who uses English. That is the best advice. Mark, thank you so much for joining us on the English Cat podcast today and sharing all these wonderful ideas.
It was my pleasure, Emily. Thank you for having me.
And to all of our listeners, thank you for tuning in. We hope this episode helps you. Try one of these tips today. Talk to yourself while you make dinner tonight.
If you like this episode, please subscribe to the English Cat channel on YouTube. We have new lessons every week.
Until next time, keep practicing. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.